Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a great start to your week. I am so excited this week to get to talk to you guys about IPEs. So we're going to go over a little review over IEP and MET, and now we're going to focus on the IPE. So thank you guys for bearing with me. I know this is a lot of three-letter little acronyms, and it's kind of, I don't want to say boring, but a little bit. So thank you for hanging with me. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we are just going to hop into the PowerPoint. So like I said, we are talking about IPE. And this still is within our tab 1 of self-advocacy, and this is our legal documents. So our anticipatory set, please think about what you want to do for work. What is it, and what do you like about the job? Go ahead and pause and share. You're welcome to pull up a picture of it. If you want to show your group a picture, you can use your words, you can sign it, whatever it is, or you can annotate it on the screen. Go ahead and pause and discuss, please. All right, I hope you guys had a good time sharing about what your job goal is. This is one of my favorite parts of my job, is getting to hear what you guys are interested in, because there's so many different interests and preferences and strengths that I get to see. So I know students I get to work with personally might have a retail goal or food service. I know somebody that wants to be a barista, making the coffee and the drinks, and that makes me excited because hopefully I can get some drinks. Okay, thanks guys. So reviewing our IEP, does anybody remember what an IEP stands for? If you said individualized education program, you are correct. And remember, this is what we have every single year at school. And it goes over 3 main things, but a lot more things also, our present levels, goals, and accommodations. So this is just really important for our school life, for our education. If we're in high school, or if we're going to go on to a job training program like ACT, Search or Focus, or maybe you want to go to college at Pima, U of A, or go somewhere far away. An IEP is important because it tells us about you and what helps you. And reviewing that MET, right here, our multidisciplinary evaluation team. There were a couple things we talked about last week, and they were that it happens every 3 years in your IEP meeting. So your IEP is every year, and your MET is every 3. And it's held by your school psychologist. So you might not see them a lot, maybe you do, but they'll pop in for that meeting and take a lot of notes, and that's really it. Sorry if you hear my washer, it's kind of loud. Like I said, usually it's part of your IEP. Sometimes they'll hold MET meetings for something different and not in your IEP, but usually it is. And it's just checking in with you and your team to make sure the services are fitting you. So everything is good with your special education services. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about VR and IPE. So who knows what VR is? Is it A, vocational rehabilitation, or B, vocational retail? Pause and talk as a group and let me know which one, A or B. Yes, if you said it's A, vocational rehabilitation, you are right, also known as VR. So what does VR do? We know we have a counselor and we meet with them maybe once every couple months. But what do they help us with? I broke it down into 3 main things. I'm sure there's way more, but this is the 3 I want us to focus on. Helps us prepare for a job. So in this picture, I see a person maybe volunteering. So getting that work experience, going out in the community, or maybe volunteering on your high school campus. That's helping us get ready for a job, and VR makes sure that we do that. Helps us get a job. Okay, so now we've prepared. Now we're getting that job. So how do we interview? How do we even apply for jobs? VR can help us do that. So your teachers, your instructional specialists, we all work together with VR so that we can help you be prepared, and then get a job. And then after we're done with you in school or in an ACT, then VR keeps working with you, and they help you keep that job. So I just put this picture of different construction guys' uniform and PPE. Pause real fast if you know what PPE stands for. If you said personal protective equipment, you're right. I just wanted to check in because we know with COVID and just on the job safety, PPE is important. So VR, if that's part of your job, they might be able to help you buy the PPE or the uniform, which helps you keep the job. So that's a lot of information. I talk a lot. But if we can remember those three things, they help us prepare, VR helps us get the job, and VR helps us keep the job, we're good. So the IPE. So VR helps us with all this stuff, and they wrap it up nicely in a document that is called our IPE. So you'll see over on this left corner, I have a screenshot of an IPE. Anybody know what an IPE is? We know an IEP is our school form. Our IPE, I wonder if I said that right. See, they sound so similar, it's kind of confusing. But it is our individualized plan for employment. So really quickly, because I just kind of confused myself within this. So we have an IEP, which is our education program, right? This is school. You guys know I'm gonna lose my mouse, but that's okay. And then we have our IPE, what you're talking about right now. That's our employment plan. And that's VR/work. So I just wanted to have that up here because it is kind of confusing, though the acronyms sound the same. And when I mean that, I just mean those three letters. IEP is our education program at school. IPE is our employment plan. What's our job goal? So you'll see that right here, it has your name, and then it has your employment goal. So this student's is customer service representative. Yours could say animal caretaking. It could say food service worker. It could say, I don't know, medical assistant, construction. So that's what an IPE shows us. Now, you have objectives, and I don't expect you guys to read all of this, but we have objectives where it basically, they're goals. It's telling us what we need to work on. And then your staff, your teachers, your instructional specialists help you work on those goals. Guess what? I bet you're all working on one right now. And that's learning about work, exploring. So our IPE objectives, like I said, I have a little goal picture up here because it's basically a goal. Maybe, and everyone's are different, so we don't have the same, we're all different. Maybe it's going to school or going to a job training program like ACT. Maybe it's volunteering, making professional documents like our resume or cover letters, filling out applications. And it's definitely our VR artifacts, so those binders, going through that, which we're doing right now. This is all self-advocacy and legal documents. So by doing these videos, you are most likely working on an IPE objective. So good job, guys. You might work on an objective of volunteering at your copy center or a garden or out in the community at the 3000 Club or at Curb Appeal, wherever it is. So you guys, every day you go to school or to ACT, you are working on an objective. Now, just some IPE information to kind of close it up. I'm going to stop talking soon, I promise. 4 main things. Like I said, IPEs are different for everybody. So we all have different job goals and different objectives. Maybe one of my objectives is I'm going to graduate and get a part-time job. So I need to start applying and do my informational interviews. Whereas maybe my friend Jesus, his is he wants to go on to college. So maybe an objective is sign up for a Pima Community College class in biology because he wants to work with animals. I don't know. So everyone's different, and that's cool. Just remember, this helps us get a job, and it helps your staff know how to help you. So an IEP, the school one, helps us know about your education, like reading, writing, math. Your IPE, this one, helps us know what you want to do for work and how we can help you get to that job. Meetings are important, so you meet with your VR counselor a couple of times every year. And you usually come prepared with maybe a PowerPoint or some of those VR artifacts, like this binder, some of the stuff in that. And they're important because it helps us stay and meet our objectives. Because your VR counselor wants to know, okay, Anna is meeting her objective. She's doing her work. And one of the most important things, IPEs, this guy right here, can change. So I've done so much research on animal caretaking, and I realized I don't want to work with animals. I love animals, but I don't want to work with them every day. I really want to work in a store and around people. And I've done the research. We can change it to retail worker. So they can change. And guys, it's so important we know our goals. Not just what we want to do, but what our document actually says. Because when we know, we can change it. So I want us all to know what our IPE goal is. Not just what we want to do for work, but what your VR counselor has written up. So that brings me to my closure. Do you know what your IPE goal is? If not, please work with your staff on figuring that out. You might need to get your IEP, and if that's the case, they can work with emailing who they need to, your VR counselor, and you should be the one emailing, asking for that document. And then write in our new running list. So guys, I'm so excited because I was thinking, how can I make sure, I really want to be able to talk with you guys and hear what you have to say. So your staff will have an email on this, but I have shared files. So you go over to your Outlook, and this once again will be through your staff's account. And in OneDrive, I have made a folder. It's called Student Feedback. And there's each school. So I'm just going to use Troy as an example. You each have a Word document, and every week or every 2 weeks that I send videos out, I pose a question, and I would love for you guys to answer. So like this one, what is your IPE goal? And I would love for you just to say, you can write as much or as little as you want. Customer service. Oh, they're wrong. And leave me your first name. He told me that. Maybe it's retail worker. I'm so bad at randomly. Lily told me that. Because I want to see what you guys are thinking. And like I said, please try to get me your actual IPE goal. If you don't know, say, I don't know. I emailed VR counselor. Okay? That's fine. So one last thing, and then like I said, I'll stop talking. If you guys would like, I would love to start including pictures of you guys in my PowerPoints. If you have your media releases and you're okay with me sending or putting your pictures in my PowerPoints, I would love to, instead of just Googling things. So if you want, let your staff know, and they can email me pictures that you would like in my PowerPoints. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.